Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your Devops SRE DevSecOps coach. The question is how to do the ad hoc commands. So guys, before doing anything, first have a project. What is a project? That is important. Okay, and once you have a project, then we have a pseudo code. And you must remember that you should do the same way. The project is, let's say, set up a web server. This is a project. That means write a Ansible code, which using that you can set up a web server. Okay. So in order to do the setup of web server, you have to work on it. Don't start jumping on the Ansible or start searching for Ansible. First, convert into the steps, just like other programmers are doing it. So step number one, let's say your environment is Ubuntu, okay, or RHEL. So accordingly, you have to do the stuff. So in Ubuntu, let's say I have Ubuntu right now. So how do you do that? So Ansible is set up, right? Ansible is set up last day. So how do you do that? So first I will step number one, install Apache in Ubuntu. That is the things. Step number two, copy package. In this case, index.html in Ubuntu. Now I must tell you here, mind it, you are writing a code for deployment. So you must important. This is important. You must know each steps of what you are coding. Each steps what you are coding. That means sometime what happens. What each steps of what you are coding. Yeah. So sometime each manual step I would say. Sometime what happens. You started coding and then let's say you've been asked to install Oracle. Okay, think simple. And you don't know Oracle, you never install it, and you're trying to find out, you're struggling from last few hours, few days to install a Oracle. The problem is you don't know, you never install the Oracle, you never configure it, never started it manually, you never troubleshoot it. So then it's very difficult you to write a code for it. Okay, so you should know that is a domain work. So whatever you are doing, first you should must do manually. Okay, will you remember this statement? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now here I'm going to install Apache, copy the index.html. That's in my package. This can be website, it can be large file, tarball, zip file, or whatever it is. And step number three, start a service. Very simple thing. Start a web service. So this is a project. This you, I'm assuming this you have done it, and then now pseudocode I convert into the each steps, and then now I will have a uh, Ansible ad hoc code for it. This one. So now, guys, if you remember from the first session, I have open here. So look at this. What is module? Module is a Python code which is located in ASCS but run in ARS with parameter. So that means you need to find a module which will install Apache in Ubuntu. You need to find a module which will copy a file. You need to find a module which will start a service. So what I will do? So I'll go to the Google. You can go to the chat GPT also. My time we used to go to the Google and now chat GPT. So here this pattern you always remember. Ansible module for. This you have to remember. Okay, I'm teaching you pattern so you'll never get lost. And after that, whatever the requirements you have, for example, installing package, don't give Apache, it will be very generic. say package, generic statement, package in Ubuntu. Because if you can install Apache, you can install any other tools also, right? Enter. Now here you have one module, here you have some documents and some Google searches. So this is a something which you have to see that. This is the official website for modules. Now you should always look at the official website because if there is any changes happening, they update it. So this is the latest one. And now don't rush because you are learning. So you should not rush. Read this, read synopsis, read the requirements. And then if you remember, I said parameter here, module ARS with parameter. So where is a parameter? So here I lost this page. It's here. So you should read this. So where is the parameter? Click on that. These are the parameter. You should look at the table. This is the parameter type added in this version of Ansible, and then if a default value is false or something. Default value. Just hold on. Okay. Sorry. So I was having little connection. So now you should look for it. So you know that how many modules you have? Any idea?
Sir, your voice is somewhat slow.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Do you have any idea how many modules you have?
No.
4,000, minimum 4,000 modules. So whatever techniques I'm teaching you, you have to follow the same. Okay. So you have to find this technique. So you found out this technique. This module will help you to install the packages in the Ubuntu and Debian. Okay. Now these are the parameters. I know that and each modules you have a tens of parameter, minimum tens on 20. I know that it is a little, l- getting lost, but don't get lost. Why? Because I said if you do manually, then you will know what are the parameters to use it for your requirement. That's the reason I'm asking you. You must do manually and find out that which are the parameters. Anyways, so here I found the module which is which module? APT module. So here I find a module Ansible module for copy a file, and here I find the copy module. Okay. Here I find the service. So uh, you should look at this is the copy module, and then again parameters. This is the tables, and you should read it. Okay. And here you have a see each of this parameter you see sometime you see required. Okay, required means you have to specify, otherwise it will not work. The rest of these are optional actually. Depends on your requirement, you use it, not to use it. Now guys, this is the starter service. So Ansible module uh, for for starting a service. Okay, and here you have this is the service document. So finally I got to know these are the modules I have to use it. So step number one, find get a project. Step number two, do the manual installation first, then migrate to the uh, Ansible and try to find out the pseudo code and their modules. Are you okay so far? All of you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so now if you see that flow is first we'll try one task in one machine, which is a local host. So what to do? So ad hoc commands you can run using Ansible. Okay, so playbook you can run using Ansible hyphen playbook. So these are the utility I showed you first day only. It's there in the user bin or some locations. So Ansible what? So where you want to run localhost, that's a thing. And now which module you want to run? M. So here what module? APT. What arguments you want to pass? A. And what you want to pass here, you have to decide. So here, if you look at this APT module, here you have to see, do you have required? So I don't think so required is there. So now you must remember that every module, so this is the notes actually. Important, every module you would have state parameter which would decide what to do, which would decide what to do. For example, whether you want to yum apt install or apt remove, okay, or something like yeah, service start or stop or enable or disable, something like that. So this is state parameter. So can we check the state parameter for this one? So let will go down here and look at the state parameter will be common for all modules, okay. So here you see, here you see default is present, that means it will install it and start install it, okay. If you want to latest install it, latest you want to uninstall it, here you have it fixed it. So like that. So I want to do that latest. So here what is the state? So argument state is equal to this one. Now, what is the package name you want to install it? So here I know Ubuntu package name is Apache 2. So that's the reason I ask you to manually do that. Now done. Now we'll say Rajesh, okay, only why these two parameters? So that's the reason. Now I said you don't need all this thing because if you do manually, then you will get to know what you are doing here, what you need here. Sometime let's say if you want to upgrade or you want to pass some parameters, so same way you have to find out the parameter for that also here, okay. So so here these are the things. So yes, I got to know. Now you say Rajesh, how do you remember this command pattern? So actually, you know what, this command pattern was not by me, but here if you do Ansible enter, they will give it to you. For example, these all options you have here, you'll have to find out for this. So for example, I opted for M, right? M and module name. So how do you know that? So if you see that here, see here, these are the short. You can write this one also, module name. Now, how do you pass the argument for this? So if you see that here, module args. And how do you specify local host? So here, if you go up a little bit, it's a pattern, host pattern you have to specify after Ansible. Okay, so host means local host. Okay, so this is the way you have to get that. If you need some extra things, you need to get it done. So now next thing is, okay, so now this is copy, and after that what file? So source, and the file name is index.html, and destination. So these are the parameters in the copy module. How to find, you know that. So var www html index.html. This is the thing. Now this path I know that, so I'm hitting it. But if you do manually, you will get to know all this stuff. Now here hyphen m. No, this one hyphen m and service module. I want to show you this service module again. Service module, enter, and there's the module, and look at this here, it required is there. So here arguments, service module name, correct now? So name, what is the name of the package in Ubuntu? Service name Apache, I know that. So how come I know that? Because I did manually to start. So after that, what you want? So state should be, see, if you don't specify, there is no default actually, nothing will happen. So you have to specify the state. is equal to, you want to start, restart, what you want, I want to start. So that's all. So guys, like this, you have to develop your ad hoc commands, and this command will install the package in localhost. This will install, copy the files from this current locations to this locations, and service, start the service. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so let me run this and see that. So here, this is a machine, hopefully, which Apache 2, you see that manually it's not installed. Run it. Uh, okay, so here it's error. It says state is not right. That's true. So state should be present or latest. I copied paste mistake one. So clear that screen. You should look at the documents first time. Yes, initially you will get little frustration. That's okay. Even everyone gets it. Even I got it. But slowly, once you get used to it, then remember that you're coding for servers. So yeah. Now, whenever you run it, whether change has happened or not, you should check it out at the top. So here you see change true. That means it got installed. But what about if I install one more time? It's a safe, okay? See a change false. So this is called idiom potency. I said yesterday. Okay, so now after that, next thing. So this file is not there, so I have to create it, right? So vi index.html. This is your package. Welcome to Ansible class, something like this. And now run this file. Enter. Change true. You should look at it. Sorry. And then last one. Sorry, services. So can we check manually all these things? So yes, you can check it out, all this thing. Here Apache 2, you see is running. Now can I check that web browser? Let me see if it is accessible from my browser. Yes, see here. So now next deployment, what will happen? So next deployment, vi package change version 2, save it, run the only copy module, and done. Refresh. Guys, what we did in the one machine, correct? Now all of you, all of you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now the question is, we have to do the remote machine, right? Remote machine but through network. So do we have any remote machines? So I want quickly, let me try quickly. So AWS will save my time, else if I start using my VMs, might get delay. So instance, and right now I'll create quickly, okay, one. So here and okay, I should be having it. It's okay, I'll create new one. Ansible uh, ARS, okay, and Ubuntu. Right now I'm using Ubuntu because my code is Ubuntu, but I'll teach you how to use this one. Key pair, I need it. So which key pair I'm having in my download directory? This one, cloudbees.pm, right? Cloudbees.pm, and firewall, I'll make it, I'm disabling the firewall, all of which. Right now, bad practice, but for smooth demo, and launch. Done. So now what I will do, I'll log into, refresh it.
We got it, I
And
think. Yeah, we got it.
just give me 2 seconds. So putty and hit that um, key. I can use a key also. You can use a key also. You can use a, you know, password also. I'll discuss one by one, not complicating everything at one go. Oh, there's a problem. Problem is PPK file is needed, so no problem. I'm going to use SSS shell. Where's a bash shell? Hmm. So here ssh-i cloudbase dot pm and then username is 12 at the rate of IP address. Enter. Yes, I want it. Now what I'm doing, you can use a key also, but to simplify the things, I want password only right now. So here, so I'm going to enable the password vi etc. AWS is not enable the password by default. That is a thing. SSH config, enable the password somewhere here. Password authentication, yes. And here I'm going to set the password of Ubuntu is Rajesh123. Rajesh123. Okay, I will also update my password of this one. Password enter Rajesh123. Rajesh123. Okay, so done. Now here we should have a common user for time being, not to complicate. So user add, I'm adding one Ubuntu and the password for Ubuntu is Rajesh123, Rajesh123. So I got the two machines for the ARS remote. Now I need to do one more thing, and that is call vi sudoers. How to add in the sudoer list? Just a second. How to add user into sudoer file. So here I will add it, and this is the command, and username is sudo. Cool. Wait. Sudo Ubuntu. Okay, so now if I do sudo hyphen s, okay, exit su Ubuntu and id, yes, and sudo hyphen s. It is asking for the password, and password is Rajesh123. So here I set it up machines, should be okay. Now exit, you come back to your cell. Here it is. So now what I did, nothing. I got two machines. One is my local and one machine on AWS for working on it. So far so good, all of you.
Yes.
So now guys, next thing is the flow of the training would be how to run in the remote machine. See that remote machine, inventory, group and inventory. So these are the things, three things we have to try today. How do we do that? So here, if you remember that I said inventory was a, if you remember, let me show you, then you have a memory little bit of it. Here, what is inventory? So here I said very straightforward statement, a file which has IP address, but Now I'll little bit complicate. So here inventory is a list of IP address of ARS. Mind it. I said list, LIST, always list. So here the IP address is this one, comma, and IP address is, oh no, this one, this machine. IP address this one, which is here, enter. So now this one. Okay. So now mind it here. I just said inventory is a list of IP address of ARS, can be passed. It's important. Can be passed on command line, file, and script also it can be. So now I'm passing on the command line first. So is it a list? Is it a list? Wrong. This is not a list. So is it a list? Right. This is a list. Okay. So now what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass here instead of localhost -I and this I'm going to replace this one and this one. Now guys, when you are talking to the remote machine, you need a don't you think you need root access because you're installing, right? You need a sudo access, correct now? Correct now? So first thing we have authorizations. Find it. Oh, wait. Authentications. Authentication means how to log in. And second, after that, authorizations. Authorization means what you are allowed to do. What you are allowed to do. What you are allowed to do. So here first let's set the authentications for these two machines. So username -u Ubuntu and password is -k. This is the prompt will happen. Now you'll say, Rajesh, how did you find out? So here type Ansible and here connection option username and here if you see -k for password. Okay, so this is called how to log in. After that, but you will not be able to install using normal user this one because installation. So for that you need a sudo. How do we get a sudo? So here if you see privilege escalation option -b, this options. So I will add -b here. So these three commands I will add it here and so on. Now there is one concept called group. What is group? So this group I'll discuss in some time, just 5 minutes give me. So one of the group called all. So what is the meaning of all? So here you are saying, hey, this is a list of servers which you are passing on the command line. Do you want to run this module on all of this or part of it? So right now I'm discussing only all. So make it all, all, and so on. So guys, the thing is very simple. Ansible, hey Ansible, run this module with this parameter all the machines from this inventory list using this authentication and authorizations. Guys, did you understand that? All
Yes.
of you?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me run it. So here the screen. Oh, what is that? Copy. Here the screen. Enter. Password Rajesh123 for both the machines. And one machine failed, another machine also failed. Hmm, what is this? And and this error uh, will 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 pop recently. Okay, so this error will pop recently. Now, how do we fix it? How do we fix it? Simple. Um, there are two things to do that. Okay, there are two things to do that. This error. First thing, enable the install the SSH pass which is missing in the each operating system. So can I do that? Enter apt sudo apt or whatever it is. Apt install this one. Oh no, wait. Apt install this one. Enter. Why is not installing? Oh, update is required. So okay, so fix. And second thing what you do, first install this. In the first thing, first and history. So do this. Okay. And second thing, modify in run following commands in each ARS. And second thing is modify etc Ansible and Ansible.cfg. Now you remember that Ansible CFG? So here it says that hood caching is enabled. So you have to disable it. So which file? Let me remind you, Ansible CFG. If you forgot, no problem. Here it is. Uh, See, component of Ansible. So when you install Ansible, you get executable, modules, plugin, and config file. So this config file is something here. Using this config file, you can override the behavior of executable. Got it, all of you?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
So here vi, this one, and we don't have anything. So what to do? So this is the example, and I'll copy it. And this is the section, and host key checking. Where is that? Here it is. So this code and this code and section is missing also. So you have to add section also here. Now you have to disable the host key checking. This will fix that issue. Second, first we did this, and this one you have to do in ACS. Okay. So can I do that? So now paste it, enter it, clear it, and now run it. Enter. Now what is the password? Rajesh123, and one got failed. That's okay. Which machine got failed? Okay. Oh, this machine, my machine, the self machine, the which I'm using, got failed. Uh, and second machine is also failed. So second machine is permission denied. So and first machine is oh, first machine also is a permission denied. Okay. So this is odd. So this is a 232. This machine should not be a problem. So let me fix this one. So I'm going to log in password. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I missed it. Okay, okay, okay. Permission denied. This I'm expecting, okay, because created a user and set the permission, but not a right way maybe. So it is there, but this should not be there. Failing. This is AWS. So what I did, I changes it, but I forgot to restart this. So systemctl restart SSD. Remember the password enabled, I did it, but I forgot to do that. So now it should pass. Enter Rajesh123. First, okay, I know that there's a sudo process I did not do properly. I think so. So you have to do that. User home is not set for that user. But this machine, the second machine, you should have a success. So now, wait for a second. It's installing. It will work. So now what we did, this kind of issues will come, and again you'll have to fix it and so on. So now same command, we need to run this one. It will work only in the second machine. Let it come. It's still installing it. If you have everything on AWS, it will save your time. Done. Now second command, I'm going to run it here. Enter Rajesh123. Let it fail first one, and then last one, which is done. And last one, which is here. Rajesh123, and first will fail and third. Now let me check that my deployment has deployed the Apache on the remote machine or not. So for this, see here, this is the AWS machine. So guys, did you understand that, all of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now next thing is, I said, remember that it can be on command, but it should be in file also. How do we do that? So guys, I'm going to create a file which is called inventory file, because command line with too many machines, if you have it, it'll be irritating. So inventory file, and I'm going to put this IP address together. And now put this IP address, remove the comma, it's a ini file. And this one, which I'm going to run it with the file. So this, I'll change it to inventory file. Inventory file. So this is more easier. You cannot write more IP address on the command line, but a file you can put it up. So let me create a this file here via inventory, enter, and this entry, save it and do it. This is already installed, one is failing anyways, so done. Now you see that you can pass any number of uh, machines in the file and it will run. So see here, permission denied, maybe the password was wrong. Rajesh123. Here authentication has happened, but this guy user has no permission to create some temporary file. The second one, you will do that. Now this is something which you have to do. So what we did, we reached in terms of flow, we reached up to the third point. Correct now? All of you? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now last point is, how do we create a group in the inventory? Guys, very simple. Here all is a built-in group, okay? But I want to create my own group. So here I'll create one group web, and which has hundreds of machines. I'll create one group here DV. This is the DV, and you have some fake machines. I'll create it. This I'm not using it. So fake machines. So like that, you'll create a group in the inventory, and vi inventory, enter, save it, run it, and now you will try only to run the machine which is web, web, and so on. That means it will right now I have two machines in the web. Enter Rajesh 123, and here it is. So it will run only on two machines. One is failing and second one should pass. So guys, this is something which is do one task in one machine, one remote machine, multiple remote machine, using inventory and then group. Did you understand that, all of you? All of you?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.